right now, you guys know more about sex than probably your parents did at your age because of media, all the information. So it's nothing new to you. Um, have you ever wondered why you have sexual desires or по-русски притяжение к другому полу? Have you ever wondered why you have these in you? When a girl walks by, she's pretty, you look at her and kind of your head goes there by, сама голова поворачивается. Or you girls, have you ever wondered why you look at some guys, let's say they present Bible school, and you don't look at it and say, oh, they're awesome missionaries. You're like, which one could be my husband? Right? Well, you don't have to admit it, Angela. But we have these thoughts. The reason we have these thoughts is because God implanted, He put it in you to create a family. To create a family. Matthew 19:4-6, it says, therefore what God has joined together, let man not separate. For us Christians, sex is a big thing. It's a huge topic. It is because it's a big thing for God. It's a huge thing for God. Remember I talked to you about family? Well, who designed sex? Yeah. He planned it. It wasn't by accident man said, hey, look what we figured out, what we can do. No. God planned it. He had a pen. I don't know. He sat there. He thought about it. He tried to implement it, how it's going to be in life. He designed it. He designed it. But in the context of marriage, when you have a covenant, when you commit yourself to your partner, you have this perk, I should say. Sex is the gate for the house, and a romantic and imaginative people naturally like looking through a gateway, but the house is very much larger than the gate. There are indeed a certain number of people who like to hang about the gate and never get any further. There is more to sex than mere skin to skin. Sex is as much spiritual mystery as physical fact. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about it. Maybe some more points. Keep yourself pure. Stay away from garbage. Stay away from pornography. Stay away from all this stupid stuff that this world offers. You're created to have a beautiful family. You're created to have joy in your life. You're created to have something beautiful, something that you like. And don't ruin your life. Don't go into places where you're not supposed to be. Don't hang out with people that mess up your life. And don't look at something that you're not supposed to look, especially guys. Even if you end up watching something, like if you're watching a movie and a sex scene comes up, change the channel, be a man, change the channel. Don't look at it. Same thing for girls. Stay away from it. If people are negatively influencing you, stay away from it. Because God designed you, God created you to have something special in your life. He prepared something for you very special. And right now, I know when we were, like, when I was 25, 26, 27, as with peers, when we would get together with guys, we would joke around. So one of the topics was sex, because, we never had it. So that's why we talked about it. But once you get married, and as they say, when you satisfy yourself with it, other things are more important. Other things are a lot more important in life than that. I know this world makes it a big deal, pictures, movies, and everything, and actually pretty much they went crazy about this. But it's not the most thing that's important. As a study in Midwestern school, it showed that 80% of women who had intercourse hoped to marry their partner. Only 12% of men had the same expectation. The reason we do it in the context of marriage is because it's a very powerful and very dangerous thing. You become so emotionally attached. You just rips your heart apart when you spend a night with somebody, and then the person says, I don't want to see you anymore. Some girls cannot handle it. They commit suicide, they cut themselves, and a whole bunch of stuff. People do get in trouble. They don't watch out where they go, what they see, who they hang out with. It's not publicized in church, but as ministers, we work with different people, and people do get in trouble. But the pain that they go through, you should only see the pain that you go through if you are not careful with your bodies. One of the reasons to get married is longevity. Thank you. Долго живешь, по-русски, простым словом. Слушайте, что Джеймс Уилсон говорит. Married people are happier than unmarried, ones of the same age, not only in the United States, but in at least 17 other countries where similar studies have been made. And there seems to be a good reason for that happiness. People who are married not only have higher incomes and enjoy greater emotional support, they tend to be healthier. Married people live longer, than unmarried ones, not only in the United States, but abroad. Research conducted in University of Massachusetts. One of the most consistent observations in health research is that the married enjoy better health than those of other status. My last point would be some practical steps to what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that I hope you have a good view of what the family is. I hope you have a good view of what it is and what God designed it, and make sure it's not distorted. Right now I'm going to speak briefly about the opposition to family. Fact: the amount of time and effort that Satan expends to destroy the image of God reflected in marriage, fatherhood, and human sexuality is a barometer of just how incredibly important it is to God's plan and the expression of His glory. Have you ever noticed that in the media everywhere, they don't tell you about spiritism? They don't tell you about going to some lady about future or horoscope. They don't pay. It's there in the newspapers, but they don't say that. If you watch the topics like CNN, like a liberal news media, and watch what the main topics are, it's about family. It's about the family. It's about what family is, how it should be, what are the rules. It's all about the family. To God, it's very, very important. And I hope that God gives you wisdom to understand that you are created to create a family. You are created to create a family, and Satan will do everything to destroy your virginity, to destroy your life, to destroy your emotional, your emotions, to destroy everything so that you will not have a healthy family that God wanted to have in your life. The opposition to family is homosexuality. There's a term that's called casual encounters. Have you ever heard about it? Casual encounters. What it is, people just send text messages to each other. They post them on Craigslist or anywhere, and basically all it's for is just to spend the night together. That's all it is. And Satan is pushing that. He's feeding that. And some people are even comfortable with it. It's their choice. They want to do it. No. That's not how God designed it. Pornography, building steps. There's so many articles that say the benefits of living together prior to marriage, as a husband and wife, and they give you a list of stupid things that don't even work. God created us to live by the book, to live by the word of God, so that we have beautiful families. 1 Corinthians 6:16, it says, "Or do you not know that he who is joined to a prostitute becomes one body with her? For as it is written, the two will become one flesh, but he who is joined to the Lord becomes one spirit with him. Flee from sexual immorality. Every other sin a person commits is outside the body, but the sexually immoral person sins against his own body." Listen to this study. Sex is not the most important part of a love relationship. A Syracuse University survey asked married couples to rank the 10 most important things in a marriage relationship. Here they are: caring, sense of humor, Communication came in first, second, and third. Sex came in ninth, just ahead of sharing household duties. So when you finally find someone you love, someone you care, it is not the most important thing. It is not the center of the universe. It is not something that this world portrays as you can't live without it. Family is what God created, and you will see what it is and how beautiful it is. I want to give you some practical steps, and I believe that it's important. I feel in my spirit that, like when I was praying, God put it up on my heart that some of you, I don't know why, but maybe have not a correct image of what the family is, or image about yourself, or the plans that God has for you. First, practical steps. Let's just go through them. First, you have to accept God's design. You have to accept, understand that God designed the family. God designed you to create a family. Okay? Man and a woman in covenant. When you make a mutual agreement, when you make a covenant to each other, you create a family. Second, you have to understand your rights. You're an individual. You're a person that God created. You're a child of God. God's will for you to have a spouse. And I want to hear everybody say amen. God's on your side. What can we do? Let me ask you this. And I'm finishing. I have a few more points and then I'm going to end. Right now, you're about, I don't know, maybe from 16 up. Do you think if you're not engaged, do you think your future husband or wife is alive right now? Yes or no? The person you're gonna marry, either a girl or a boy, is right now at this present is alive. Is that a true statement? If not, then there's probably something weird going on. Too big of an age gap. But right now he's alive. So if you're 18, your husband their future husband that you did not meet, you don't know who he is, but he is alive, either in Arizona, California, or he's right now sitting at youth service in Massachusetts. I don't know. But he's alive. You have a right to bless your husband at this time. When you get up in the morning, you know that you're going to get married. 5 years, 10 years. But you are going to get married. You have a right to get up in the morning and say, God, my future husband, wherever he is right now, bless him. Whatever he does, bless him right now. Protect him. Bless his life. You have the right. You guys have the right to do the same thing, because your wife that you're going to have, she's alive right now. You don't know where she is, but she is alive right now. You have a right to pray to God the kind of qualities you want to have in your spouse, in your wife, in your husband. When I prayed, I always had the list before God. I said, I want this. And God has a sense of humor, trust me. He always does gives you what you want. Before I got married, one of the things I did is I asked my parents, I called them in and I said, Dad and Mom, I want you to bless me. Pretty soon, I don't know when I'm going to create a family. I know that I'm going to get married. I need your blessings. They said, son, don't worry. We always pray for you. We always bless you. We always care for you. You are our son. We love you. I said, no. I want a blessing from you. They said, don't worry. You're fine. I said, no. I want a blessing. They said, well, if you want it, okay. We had a special meeting one night. I stood there before them. And I said, bless me. My dad, my mom put their hands upon me and they blessed me. And that was my desire. That was my choice. And I asked it. And I urge you to do the same if it's possible. I don't know your situation. I don't know your relationship with your parents. But if you can do that, if you have the ability over the phone or personally to do that, ask your parents to bless you